XRP lawsuit is going to be done any day now, so let's take a non-biased look at the charts. We'll look at the bearish and the bullish side of things and kind of see where price could potentially go moving forward. If you don't know who I am, my name is EQ and I've helped over 1,500 people learn how to trade since 2021. And before we get into all of this, none of this is financial advice. I'm not paid by the XRP team in any way, and I am currently invested into XRP at the making of this video. Now, first things first, we are going to start with the potential bearish setup right now. You can see that I put my Fibonacci retracement down, and you can see at this current moment, I am adding the left shoulder. I'm going to add the head now. What I'm making is a head and shoulders pattern. So at the moment, we are getting pretty close to the potential of a head and shoulders on the long term, especially on daily on XRP. You can see that we're in a bearish crossover. We rejected the LRC as a resistance. And we're also seeing an uptrending neckline, which is what you would want to see when you're playing out a head and shoulders pattern. Now, head and shoulder patterns do have an 80% accuracy, but you need to wait for this to actually break the neckline and then test up as an SR flip before you really start to push down. So until you get that SR flip and that little zone on the neckline that confirms from a support to a resistance, that's going to null and void this head and shoulders pattern. But if we do want to pull down and we do confirm this SR flip, we could easily push down into the epic golden pocket, and that's going to be in between the 6180 and the 7860 Fibonacci. Now, this zone right here would allow us to get pretty much to take profit 2 to take profit 3. If this price want to swing up after this point and then into the Fibonacci extension, that would put us right about the $5 to $6 range. And my low target for XRP is $6. My high target is 10 going into 2025. And mind you, this is in one impulse move. So as you can imagine, if we did push up to the $5 to $6 range, people will be super hype in the ecosystem. And this type of setup would be for someone that wants to buy the dip, for example, someone that wants a dollar cost average, that wants to get a good opportunity and a good buying opportunity, that thinks that $2.56 might be a little bit overbought. But if we did pull down, for example, under $2 and into the $1.50 range, hypothetically speaking, that could potentially be a really good dollar cost average situation and a really good opportunity for someone to get in at a price that they might not have thought we could have ever gotten to again. Which, by the way, if you want to come trade with me, there are limited all-access passes available in the EPIQ Trading Floor, and that'll give you access to the academy, the community, the alerts, my trades, the mobile app, and a whole bunch of other tools and resources. So I'll tag the link above and I'll tag it in the description as well. Now that we got the bearish situation out of the way, let's get the bullish situation in play. Now, at the end of the day, we still have a lot of bullish volume, so this is a good thing to see. We are very far away from the zero mean VFI, which means there's plenty of topside volume. And at the same time, you can see based on the VRVP or the visible range volume profile, there's been a lot of volume that has been flowing in at this $2.40 range down to about $2.30. The other zone that has a high amount of volume is going to be all the way down here at about 55 cents. And for example, for those people that got in at that zone, they're already about 4 to 6x up on their current positions on XRP. So you can imagine those people would probably be taking profits right now, creating moon bags, those types of things. But again, from a bullish perspective, we want to see this cross over again into a bullish cross. So right now we're still in a bearish cross. We hit LRC as a resistance. We want to see this flip into a bullish crossover and see this Nadaraya turn blue. Another good thing that we're seeing right now is the potential for a hidden bullish divergence, which means higher lows on price action. And you're getting lower lows on the MACD and the CCI, which means that we're seeing a lot of oversold possibility from a momentum perspective. And with all of that in mind, we did have this liquidity sweep that pushed us down under $1.97. And because of that, that brought us into the golden pocket, which again, that golden pocket test could hit into take profit 1 and take profit 2, which is in between $4 to $5. And this type of setup would be for someone that doesn't have the ability or the availability, let's say, to buy the dip or doesn't want to and just wants to go straight into profit range. This type of person or trader would want to see price push immediately. I would say more of a short-term mindset versus someone that has a longer-term mindset and looking to take advantage of price action. That type of person would probably want to see this pull down, test one of these deeper zones, because the further you get into the Fibonacci retracement, the higher you can also get into the Fibonacci extension. So for example, this liquidity sweep can get us into take profit 1 and take profit 2, but if price did come down into the epic golden pocket, which is this zone down here, we could see this push to take profit 2 to take profit 3. But all in all, I am bullish on XRP, and I do believe whenever the lawsuit is done, this thing can rip. But in the meantime, while the lawsuit is lingering, this does have the potential to sell off. And then let's say, hypothetically speaking, if I was an institution, I really wanted to bring Max Payne to the market, I would bring this down and I would swing price down to this zone, really bleed out all the retail people, allow the smart money to accumulate into these zones, and then allow this volume and price action to go parabolic from this point and really reap the benefits while all the dumb short-term money got out and got liquidated or sold their positions at losses and things like that. So this is going to wrap up the video on XRP. Like I said, if you want to come trade with me, go check out the EPIQ Trading Floor. If you're not subscribed to the channel already, hit that subscribe button. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section. I'd be more than happy to answer them for you. I hope everyone has an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on whenever you watch this video, and I'll see you on the next one.